One, two.
So, good evening. Welcome back to another show. Sorry about the delay. Having problems with green screens at the moment in time, and I do apologize if I came out late. So, if you like the video, please smash the like, subscribe if you're new. I've got Steve, my guest tonight. Welcome to you, Steve.
What's going on, John? How you doing, man?
I'm a little bit frustrated, if I'm honest with you, about the green screen package sort of thing. I just think they're absolutely crap. They really are. People
Yeah.
say, "Oh yeah, but it's good for the screens and stuff like that." But listen, at the end of the day, I was going to give up, but I feel I've done the best I could. I've done the best I could. So, like I said, I just feel hot in there. Sorry about this. So, guys, if you do like the channel, please smash the like, subscribe. You new, and yeah, we're just going to talk about Steve, overseas fan from New Hampshire, and good evening to you, Steve, again.
Good evening.
So, Steve, how long have you been supporting the Toon?
For about probably the past about 2 years, I can really remember. I watched games before then, but I wasn't a fan at the time just because I didn't. So basically, my connection with Newcastle is that I used to work at my local YMCA, and I knew this kid and his mother, and his dad was he was from Newcastle, and he showed up at this program at the YMCA, and it was called Active Kids. So I used to work that, and basically his mom would come in and she would drop off her kid in the gym and then go work out upstairs and do a yoga class or whatever and just work out. So basically it's like a daycare, but for like a few hours, just so the parents can work out and not worry about their kids, running around and fucking with machines or whatever. So just to be in a area and have an adult watching them. And so basically I played sports with this kid, and especially soccer, this fifth grader, and with a bunch of other kids, and I got to know them for about 2 years and so one day out of the blue they were like, "Hey, do you want a Newcastle shirt?" And I'm like, "Sure, yeah, sure, thank you." And then they got me, so this was my first ever Toon shirt, the 17-18 third shirt.
Cool.
So, and then I was like, all right, I'll adopt them as my other Premier League team. I was like, yeah. So, and then I went on NFTVs, watch alongs and stuff like that, and I just started because I wanted to learn more. And but yeah, it's been a ever since I've followed the club, it's been tough. It's been super, super tough, and so I've never seen the glory days or anything like that.
Yeah.
It feels like you're talking about a different club entirely. The only thing that is the same is the fans, really. And that the fact that we wear black and white shirts, that's about it. Everything else is just like there's no way we used to be the Champions League club and getting close to Premier Leagues and FA Cup finals and whatnot. It just, yeah. So it's been depressing, but I'll support them. I'll support,
Fair dues. I got lots of comments. I mean, please, thanks for coming through. I don't know if I'm going to read them out, if I'm going to be honest with you, sort of thing, but thanks for putting them through. I'm just going to pick the best ones so I can. I got so many. It's unbelievable.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for that. And I heard multiple times that the club are trying to force Bruce out and to avoid paying $4 million compo. That was stated by a local journal. And Bruce is on his holidays. Seems like a battle between both. My God, I'll comment on one in a minute. So Bruce is conscious ruling who's choosing to extend it beyond this season if they apparently want him out. And Lee again, Bruce definitely goes on holiday. No one can believe it. Backroom staff and players are absolutely stunned, lost any remaining respect for him. He had dead man walking, tweeted by mouth of the time. Modern day football has gone bonkers. These days you have to supporting more than one club. So I wonder what makes them do, because in my opinion, you support one club and that is it.
And so yeah, that's obviously I'm very open to the fact that I have multiple teams that I root for around Europe and America and whatnot, and all that, the thing is about football is that it's so different from the sports that we have in the US, the whole setup, fans, the schedule, and so much. I'm very easy to impress almost. Like I don't know. I just have so much passion, and I have passion, I have passion and love, and I follow tons and a lot of teams, but I understand when people think that that's kind of wrong or whatever, or they don't like that, but that's how I do it. And like, I don't know. It's like, since I'm Alsatian, I support Strasbourg. So that's my YouTube, and so that's heritage in my family. So I'm going to support them also because I'm a proud Alsace, the rain. So
yeah, fair enough. I mean, you saw Strasbourg. It's Strasbourg, you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's not like I'm not picking and choosing these teams just because I have connections with them. I support Bayern because my Oma Gisela from Germany, her brother is from München, and she's educated me so much on German culture and geography and what she had growing up during World War II, and then when she immigrated to America. So it's a connection that I have. But I love the sport, and there are a lot of teams that I want to be a part of this. It's fun. It's either fun football or great fans or something that I like, So it is what it is at the end of the day. I still support the Toon with my whole heart. I mean, I wouldn't be making videos and on all these, on other channels and discussing it if I didn't care. If I was a fake fan or whatever. Like, I'm here for Newcastle and my other clubs through and through, no matter if it's good or bad times, because I'll always have that connection.
Good, man.
That's how I see it. But I understand why people. That's why I understand why other people see it that way.
Fair enough. You support, you want to support, you know what I mean? I've got a couple of messages there. I've got a few. Let's be realistic, especially since the club. I try to push people at the club. Who do you think you do a decent job up here, apart from the owners? Lampard. Chris Wilder thought he did a decent job at Sheffield United, and he's also a popular school manager. Enjoy fans' engagement, has few drinks after the match, etc. And would want that best for the club. I can't see Ashley Chandler pick him because he doesn't want to engage with the fans. What made you support Newcastle? This is a question for you. What made you support Newcastle for all that sees? Family connection to the area, or fun and love watching the club on TV, etc.? You explained that, didn't you?
Yeah. But yeah, just in summary, I know someone from Newcastle that also my mom was close with she works at a local bakery downtown, and so they know each other, and he's from Newcastle. He even drives an Aston Martin. He's a really nice guy though, and he got me a shirt, and so I'm like, okay, cool.
Fair enough. I got as well. I mean, does anyone know whether Newcastle received some money for the Magic Weekend Rugby League that's on the weekend, which is taking place over the weekend at St James's, and use that money to get rid of booze? I doubt it. I think the money they get will go to rugby. I think. But what was the last match you watched live at St James's Park?
I haven't been to Europe ever. I really, really want to go. I have been to other countries. So New Hampshire, for anyone that doesn't know, New Hampshire's American state in the Northeast. So I'm near, for reference, I'm near about an hour or two away from Boston, about 70 miles-ish. I'm about 4 hours away from New York City. That's another drive down. And then I'm on the border of Quebec, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts. So
long way, very long way. And Ben, question for Ben. Thoughts on the Kuno Becker short video that the club released the other day, which I haven't seen, that just shows that the Santiago Munez deal was a PR stunt, in my opinion. It's definitely a PR stunt for me, in my opinion. I don't know if it's for you, but for me, it's definitely a PR stunt.
I haven't heard about, what is this Kuno Becker video?
I've never heard it. I've never seen it. I never watched it. And
everything Newcastle does to me nowadays is a PR stunt. That's to me, because they're like taking the piss out of us. That's what I think Ashley likes to do. That's how I see it. So
Yeah. I want to come to Newcastle League games in a minute, like sort of thing. I had a tweet off someone earlier on. I got Ben again. Would you have liked Newcastle to have signed Choudhury on loan? To be honest, I don't really rate the lad at Leicester and fail to see what he could have offered up here. To be honest with you, I never watched him properly, sort of things. I don't know too much about the lad, sort of thing. Steve Bruce wanted him badly, right? Not for the first time he wanted him, right? But the club's come out and said that they can't afford, they're not going to pay the £1 million loan. And they got rid of all the players on big wage bill, got the wage bill down, right? What happens is, basically, they still don't want to pay the money. And that's why Steve Bruce is sounding a bit peed off about it. Do you know what I mean? But that statement as well, by the way, I'm going to come back to that statement. I think every prospective manager would have come to Newcastle, will be watching that video, reading that statement, thinking, I'm not going to come to this football club.
Why would anyone? Why would any ambitious manager or a proper manager want to come here? Why? There's no reason. I agree 100%. There's no reason.
Yeah, I'll just say, you know what? If they come to your club, say for example, like I said, like Marcus Silva from Fulham came for you, or Ishmael from West Brom came for you, Newcastle came for those two, I say, yo, stay at your club, stay where you're at. You don't want your ambition damaged. Stay at your prospective club, you're playing good football, you're getting back to your manager, stay where you're at. Yeah, you just don't get it. You don't. I've got NUFC 892, please. It's an international break, but it feels weird not feeling angry on a Saturday night because Boosie has spoiled his P during the day. And the same lad said, is there any decent players across the pond that would do a good job in the Premier League?
Yes, actually. And so one of them, before the video started and before the transfer happened, so technically right now my local club is the New England Revolution. They play at Gillette Stadium, about a 2-hour drive in Foxborough where the Patriots play. So they share a field. So, and I've been to about 4 or 5 games this year, and definitely. So I was going to first highlight Tejan Buchanan, and he's on the move actually from the Revs to Club Brugge in Belgium. And Belgium has a fantastic record of developing young players, a la Romelu Lukaku, Batshuayi, etc. So I was going to say, I was trying to get it out there that Tejan Buchanan to NUFC would be perfect because he can play. This guy's versatility is incredible. Right wing back. I've seen him play right wing back, right midfield, right wing. Even as a 10, he's played as a number 10 for the Revs under Bruce Arena sometimes. I mean, the guy's dynamic. Had a great Gold Cup also this summer for Canada. Also, absolutely tore defenses apart, and they played Mexico in the the semifinal. Sorry. And Canada had a really, really depleted squad. They had Junior Hoylett out there, and they're like third or fourth choice striker. And he hung in there the entire game, making runs past Mexico's defense. And they really hung in there and dug deep. They eventually lost, but incredible talent. So look out for Tejan Buchanan. And some other players across the pond that would do well for here. I would probably argue there are a few really good prospects. Center back, I watched Mamadou Fall from LAFC last night. Big center back from Senegal. Scored 2 goals last night. The first one against Sporting Kansas City was his header in the box. Just came in barreling, and just every single Kansas City defender looked like terrified to face this guy. I mean, so Mamadou Fall could be on the rise, but nothing yet really ready-made for the Premier League. Definitely some really good prospects, though. But
wow, yeah, we look out for him, sort of thing, But there'll be other clubs come from him as well. But Newcastle are the window shopping club anyway. Mention the names, but they just don't follow up, sort of thing. I got Geordie as well. We're running late, John. Stream doesn't seem to be working. The stream's fine, but it's just me. The background as well, the green screen, and it's just very frustrating because you try to get fuzzy on the screen all the time. So I nearly lost it, by the way, but I just thought, you know what, I was going to give it all together. But still, who would you like to see replace Bruce other than the likes of Lampard, Terry, and Howell? I think Chris Wilder would be another shout pop that old school manager who likes to be among the supporters.
I agree. I agree with Chris Wilder, and immediately when I think of Wilder, I think of those overlapping center backs, and I think Fabian Schär would do a job there. I think it would be that would be pretty damn good for him. I mean, Fabian Schär isn't the best defender necessarily, but I'm impressed by Wilder. I agree 100%.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll give it a lot of them. I'll give it a lot of defence. We haven't signed a centre back, like Jason said in 2019. We haven't signed a centre back for 2 years. So that's shocking for the football club. I mean, excuse me, who's running the club? Who's the hell is running the club? Because I tell you what, Steve Bruce has got no say. He comes in the club, etc. And the back three aren't good enough. The back five, well, Richie and Murphy, they'll play our positions anyway, but I'm sorry, but I'll give it all the defenders at a club. Sorry. Maybe one player will keep it from it. The rest of them, they can just go.
I would keep Schär, and that's and I wouldn't be crying or melting down if Schär got let go. I wouldn't, but if I were to keep someone, it would probably be Fabian Schär. But he wants out too, so that's the other part where it's like, does he really want to be here? Yeah. So
Get rid. If someone come with £5-6 million for Schär, I'll get rid as well. I mean, don't get us wrong, but he stayed. This is his 4th season now, and no, hang on. So yeah, it's his 4th season. I think it's Newcastle. Ryan, Chelsea fan, tennis balls ready. I'll come down in a minute. And Ben, jolly too bad. You keep chasing the lasses, and why are you late, Mr. Lover? Wow. Listen, I mean, I got Man United follow that sort of thing for a long time. Yeah, so always follow them every week sort of thing. And they got us on Twitter as well, by the way. So big up to them as well. John, is those lasses in the dungeon that makes you right? Listen, it's on the Horseman show. It's on the Monday night. Ask that question on the Monday night. Then, right, MC, is that the Village people? And which team do I support? Newcastle. And then the second team, Celtic. And Italian League, Juventus. And it's Strasbourg, the club that Matt Sells played. Remember him?
He does. Yes, Matt Sells still plays for Strasbourg, yes. And this year he's up. This year's, huh?
If you give marks out of 10, how many marks out of 10 would you give him for Strasbourg?
He's usually an 8 out of 10. There's not many mistakes. And some of the, especially a game against Troyes about 3 weeks ago, he made some phenomenal saves. We drew that game 1-1. Thomasson scored, but was it Thomasson? I'm not sure, but it was some of the saves that Marcel's were making against Troyes were really, they were stupendous, and he earned us that point because Troyes outplayed us at some points. Mama Balde, for example, on Troyes, definitely someone to look out for. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was some really good saves. And the other thing about Troyes that's kind of interesting is that they're actually Man City. They have a partnership with them, so they actually have a few players on loan at Troyes. And guess what? They play attacking football, just like Man City. So Man City are one of those clubs that, love them or hate them, they have this entire game plan of how to develop youngsters and play attacking football, and then you can work your way up. So ambition, key word with Man City.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a good place over in France sort of thing as well. Like Troyes, heard of Troyes anywhere. We played them back in 2001 and we lost
4-4 draw. Yeah.
Yeah. We gave the ball away so many times. We got punished for it, not once, but twice, especially in the first half. But we came back well. We came back so well, but we just didn't do enough anyway. But based on the first half, I Troyes were a better team in the first leg as well, sort of thing. And they
0-0, right? 0-0 in France.
0-0, and they should have scored 3. They should have scored 3.
Wow.
I mean, you would have heard that there. But that's way back. And then Lee, so what are you drinking, Steve? Never seen that can before.
It's called Arizona. It's watermelon iced tea.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Did you see much of Jack Gurr during his time at Atlanta? I
think he's an English right back, right? And he plays at Aberdeen nowadays. Yeah, he was okay, but he was all right. I didn't think he would make a move to Europe, but he is still pretty. I think he's like 22, something like that. So he was all right, but not too much game time because they had, I forget other Atlanta's right back at the time because that was under Tata Martino. But he was all right. There was another English player at Atlanta that I'm forgetting. But yeah, I seen a little bit of Jack Gurr.
Yeah, fair enough. I got Lee as well. I want to know who wrote the statement yesterday because it was ever signed off. I reckon it was the tea lady making excuses for Ashley. I look at Lee Marshall for me.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about the club statement anymore besides regurgitating it. It's just it's a wimpy, weak, feeble ownership that just want to throw people under the bus.
You know what it is? So you know who wrote that? You know why they wrote that, Steve? It's because they know what's going to happen is against Leeds that fans going to cause like a fan protest. That's what it's going to be. And Pete's going to go in the stadium, taking tennis balls in the club, right? And going to chuck tennis balls onto the pitch. And the thing is as well, I said this last night, I mean, if they would beef up security, right? I believe it's supposed to direct security as well. It's just a shame that they're not beefing up the squad in the summer.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a damn shame, but I don't expect anything else from this ownership. It's disgraceful. I don't even know.
I agree. I agree. It's a joke, absolute joke. I mean, the club, it's a dead club. It really is. And the bottom line is, right, I mean, the club I love and the club it's the club I'm not watching now. Do you know what I mean? I'm sounding like Lee Gunner sort of thing. Like, you know, it's dead club. It's a dead club, right?
100%.
And the thing is,
yep.
all these people having a go at us. I think it's about 3-4 weeks ago. There's these 3 people having a right go at us, right, on Twitter, saying I'm being negative sort of thing, having a go at Joe Linton and that sort of thing. I said Joe Linton's not good enough for the Premier League. I said to them, 6 goals in 75 games, right? Tells its own story, yeah. Joe Willock scored 8 goals in the last 8 goals in 14 games. You know, need a stats sort of thing. But they think they're clever sort of thing, you know. I just can't be bothered. I said, I'm going to reply to that. I stream twice a day. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't even have to do the talking on the streams. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and they criticised my channel as well. And I just thought, I ain't now like crap anyway. Yeah. Apparently Matt Sells wasn't really given a chance over here. He got dropped into the under-23s by Rafa instead of sticking by him. I watched his couple of games. He's definitely looks shaky. Definitely looks shaky. Jack Gurr is from Gateshead.
I actually just looked it up. Yeah, he was born in Newcastle, it looks like, and he's 25. Yeah, he was born in Newcastle.
Yeah, he's a Gateshead lad, I believe.
Yeah.
Gateshead. And Steve, you should adopt the heat of another team. They're a cracking club on the other side of the Tyne. Yeah, they're not a bad team, Gateshead. They're a lovely little club as well. Like, you know, I don't mind Gateshead. Really
fourth tier, right? Or is it 5th? Gateshead, is Gateshead 4th or 5th tier?
I think they're 6th or 7th tier now. Like, I mean, Rollos, they're in the national conference, yeah. Even though they were safe, they did have enough money, apparently, so they keep it going. So they have to drop out of the league and go to another league. It's a shame because if Gateshead got to League 2, after they probably do okay. Do you know what I mean? But that's another Northeast team into the league. But it just has to be also. Mike Williamson, I think he manages some Gateshead, by the way. He's played for Newcastle, centre half.
That's pretty cool.
All right. I've got Jordan again. Just think of one time. This club beat Barca and Juve over 20 years ago. And look where it is now. Yeah, we beat Barca in 1997 when Tino Asprilla scored a hat.
Asprilla hat trick, yeah.
And then Juve won goal to Andy Griffin with a lovely, well, I wouldn't say it's a lucky goal. He didn't mean that anyway. It's a lovely goal, by the way. But listen, at the end of the day, how far have we gone back for the years of Bobby Robson, Kevin Keegan, Rafa Benitez, right? All those players. Those 3, I tell you what, those 3 managers I mentioned would not take Newcastle 4th bottom. They were not taking 4th bottom. Never. There's no way.
Yep.
And the thing is as well, right, you look at the teams, right? I mean, like I said, most of them overstayed their time in Newcastle United. Most people overstayed their time. I mean, I said the defence aren't good enough. The midfield looks weak. If you think about it, Hayden and Shelby played in the Championship under Rafa in a holding rule. Fast forward 5 years later, that sort of thing, they're still at the club.
Yeah. John Joe Shelby's regression is extraordinary. I don't know how, because he wasn't he on the verge of an England call up, or kind of close to an England call up or something like that. Yeah, now there's no way he would make their I don't know how many letters we got. There's no way he would be anywhere near close to a Euro or a World Cup England squad nowadays. He's terrible. He's lazy. Really, really lazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the best sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, man. I mean, he regressed big time. I mean, Rafa tried to get rid of him as well a couple of seasons ago. And here we are now. I mean, John Trushel's come out and say playing for Steve Bruce is the best thing he's ever done. He thinks Steve Bruce is God. Do you know what I mean? I think John Trushel should keep his mouth shut and concentrate on his own performance, because for me, I watched him quite a lot of times and he's not delivered. He's not done it. I mean, if I give him over end of season ratings, I'll give him 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Guy, 2 out of 10 for him in my end of season, yeah. And in a minute, I'm glad to stop playing because he's just not good enough. He's definitely regressed. I mean, he plays as a 6th centre back, right? And the guy's a joke. He really is. He's regressed big time. You just mentioned it. You're right. Isaac Hidden. I like Isaac Hidden. I mean, he is good against middle lower teams. Against the top teams, he's just not good enough.
Yeah.
For me, I think he's rare as death. I like Isaac, but he's rare as death when he plays against the top teams. And I'm going to be real. And it just goes to show that, and I heard one of the statements saying that these people are talented players and he wants to get behind the team. But the problem is, they're not a talented team, right? We're in trouble. We're going to end up being bottom.
Yeah.
We're going to end up being bottom, right? By September. You just watch. And I said it to the people, right? I said, we'll be bottom because we're not going to beat United. We're not going to beat Leeds. We're not going to beat Watford. We're not going to beat Wolves, right? Scotland, I think Scotland won, by the way, by a quarter nil. So
over Moldova, yeah.
Yeah, so Scotland won there. I know it's not impressive, but I'll tell you something now, right? I mean, we are going to get relegated. I'll comment on one later on. Geordie, Young Round North League, Joe Calla, F that club up. Look at him. He's a cat, that sort of thing. Apparently, Joe Calla's messed up. The majority of the squad we have now is what we had in the championship season. Bonkers, we need investment. Big time, Lee. Yep. Thanks very much. Do you watch the SPL? Rangers are a cracking club. No, they're not. I hate that club. Not sure that club plays in green and white. Hoop Celtic. Lee, shut up. Edward just joined Palace, by the way. He's a class centre forward. Yes, he's been brilliant for Celtic, but last season he didn't want to be there. He wanted to wait, and now he's got a swish. So good luck to Aswan, and I hope he does really well. Guardiola plays hidden, so he's not a bad player. He deserves more players than he gets, that's for sure. Listen, I like Hayden. I think he's a decent player, but like I said, I mean, against top teams, I just think he finds wanted sort of thing. But against the Leicester team, he's just fine. So would I put him in the team? Yes, I'd play him in the team every single week, but he needs Willock to be alongside him in a 4-2-3-1.
We'll never see a 4-2-3-1 under Bruce, though.
It won't happen. It won't happen, because he's scared of change. He's scared of change, right? I mean, the fact is, right, I mean, he did that 4-2-3-1 in his first season, and he did okay. We played against Southampton, played 4-2-3-1, won that game. We played Bournemouth, 1-4-1, playing 4-2-3-1, yeah? Then he comes out last season and said, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it my way, yeah? What's this way?
His way sucks. His way is terrible. His way is boring. His way is weak. His way is pathetic. His way is low effort. It's lazy. It's scared. It's defend for your life, but you can't defend. His way sucks. His way will not be good enough under these circumstances with these players. There's no way. He's not a good manager. He's just not. He's not a good manager.
No, he's a yesterday's man. He's a yesterday's man. And John Gibson from the Chronicle is saying exactly the same thing. He's a yesterday's man, and he needs to be moved on. By the way, Alan Shearer and John Gibson advised Steve Bruce not to take the job on. And the problem, and also Simon Jordan from TalkSport the other day said, you need to move on, get yourself away.
He told him, didn't he tell Bruce personally, like he had a conversation, like, you should probably go, man. It's not working out. Wasn't it something like that? Or Simon Jordan told him? Yeah.
Yeah. Because
and if Simon Jordan's telling you something, and especially if it's correct, because sometimes Simon Jordan says some stupid things, but if he's even critical of Bruce and telling him, all right, yeah, man, you're not good, then you know it's not. You're not the guy for the job. You know that.
Exactly. Yeah. And the bottom line is, right, Steve Bruce is just so arrogant. He's gone on holiday in Portugal, right? I hope he thinks about his future and come back and just say, look, I'm resigning. I don't want to take this club forward because I was promised this and that until I walk away. I've got some more comments, by the way. Oh, where do you think the next point's going to come from? I tell you what, it's not a question of the point. Well, when's going to come from? We're not. I'll be surprised we get a win this year. I really am going to say that because I'm telling you now, we're not win this year. We're not win this year. Oh no, Lee. Sure. Do you see ASM leaving soon?
He should. If I were him, I hate being so negative and pessimistic. I would love to play for Newcastle, but then again, if you're considering, I have to deal with Ashley and Bruce and all these clowns and idiots and morons, why would I? Why? ASM has the talent to do bigger and better things, in my opinion. If he goes to a Bundesliga club, guess what? In 2 years, he'll be sold to a Man United or a Man City or Chelsea or whoever, and he'll be one of the better players in the world. You just watch it happen. He does still need to improve on some things, I definitely think, but you can't deny that talent, and he's one of those flair players. You can't deny that he's got something about him.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I see ASM leaving soon. I see him leaving soon. I'll be shocked if he's here next year, at the start of next year.
So would I. I mean, the lad is brilliant. I think he's a talented player. He really is. He needs to work on his end product, by the way. If he works on his end product, like Paul said before, work on his end product, right, then he'd be absolutely fine. But the bottom line is sort of thing, I think he'll be gone in January. If you're in the bottom three in January, right, and he walks away, I don't blame him. I just don't blame him
either.
Because at the end of the day, right, I mean, he deserves spending in Newcastle United. Callum Wilson deserves spending in Newcastle United. Isaac Hayden deserves spending in Newcastle United. Joe Willock as well. He must be thinking, what have I joined up here for, man? You know what I mean? Yep. The rest of them, those four, I only keep 6 at that football club. Those 6 players I keep at Newcastle United. The rest of them, you're going to just screw themselves as far as I'm concerned. Simple as that. And missed one out for Jordy Steeples impersonating Frank Sinatra with that comment. Do it my way. I tell you what, if he sang that song, I tell you what, I'll be sick. I think ASM will leave in the summer next season. I think it'll go in January, personally. We'd love to see John Gibbs on this channel. George, you know what? I'm going to have a word with Andrew Musgrove and ask him, can you please get John Gibson on my channel for half an hour? That's all I'm asking for. Half an hour of his time. That would be an absolute dream. Because I'm telling you, right, if I can get this guy on, right, then my God, it will be absolutely. You got to listen to it as well, Steve. You got to come on that as well, man.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
All right. So I got Steve Eden. Go on.
Oh no, sorry. I was gonna answer because someone earlier asked, where's our next point coming from? I think October 23rd, I think, is the next time we'll pick up a point. We play Palace away. And even that's in doubt. Yeah. Because I'm not a huge fan of Patrick Vieira. He's not I don't think he's good enough Premier League manager. I think he's got to go back to France and try out his stuff with the lower team instead of going straight to, a club like OGC Nice. It's too big of a spotlight. Go somewhere like Metz or maybe Troyes or something. Like, go somewhere a little bit lower on the pecking order, and then try out your stuff there. But like at Palace, I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's still pretty young in his managerial career. So we'll see what happens. But that could be our next point. I don't see us beating Wolves. I don't see us beating Tottenham. Man United, no. Leeds, no. Watford have good attacking players. They have a defined style of play, and they do really well with transfers. They do really well with transfers. Like they pick up guys for cheap and then they resell them and then they replace them. They're very good at that. They're very good at the short term, quick and flip, produce for me for a year or two, get sold on. Ismail Assar is going to be absolutely licking his lips. All these players, seriously, every one of these teams that we're playing up against, Man United, they have Ronaldo and Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford. I mean, good God. And then Leeds have Rafinha and Dan James, who's extraordinarily quick. Oh, my God. That guy is fast. That guy is ridiculously fast. So Matt Ritchie and Isaac Hayden. Hayden's not a good defender. Neither is Ritchie. Ritchie's slow, too. We're going to struggle. We're going to struggle to get any points.
I think the ball's going to play over the top over Ritchie's heat. And if they do that, he's got a problem. A huge problem. Huge problem. I've got Steve and gents. I'm loving me jolly holidays in Portugal. Can't wait for the fat lad to give me 4 million. Until then, you got to put me, lads. ASM's told Graham Jones he will leave before I leave, and he's not on a rolling contract. Got to be doing inside. I met him.
El Mohammadi.
Mohammadi. Yeah. Thanks, but no, thank you very much. Newcastle, Mr. Commanding Centre Back. Luke, you're absolutely right. I'll rip up those three centre backs and get 3 new ones in either January or in the summer sort of thing, preferably in January, man. But then again, they're not going to come to Newcastle United, you know what I mean? But we need someone who's going to be commanding, someone's going to play out from the back, and someone's just going to do a man-mark job. So if you're going to play 3 at the back, that's what you're going to need to do, because our 3 backs, we need athletes, by the way. It's slow. You just get caught out every single time. Where's Ward Jason with his sign? I haven't seen him today. And then Jordy said, Leeds match is going to be very toxic. It would be interesting to hear what Bruce has to say about the match. I would not be surprised if he wasn't there. I think he'd be gone before then. You know what I mean?
He has to be gone before then. He has to be.
Has to. Because
I've wanted him out for 2 years after the 5-0 Leicester defeat where we got a red card. After that, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with this guy. Get this guy. Just please leave. Please, God. Because it's just no. Horrible. And we had a better squad back then. So there's no way we're surviving this year, in my opinion. There's no way we're surviving.
Do you know what it is?
There's no way.
We finished bottom. Because the team's going to finish above us. It's going to be Norwich and Watford, and they're going to have a bit of back. They're going to fight. They're going to show a fight before we do.
They're going to win more. Yeah. They're going to win more.
Yeah, they do.
We'll be down and out of it before. We'll be down and out of it before March.
Yeah, not being funny, right, Steve? Not being funny, right? But think about it, right? The players do not want to be at Newcastle United. They know they want a new players coming in, right? What they saying is the same squad what we witnessed last season. And but Joe Wheeler came in January. Yeah, but he was a part of that squad last season and all sort of thing, yeah? And people's got to record to reality. Do you know what I mean? If you look at last season or season before that, look at West Ham United. They had fans on the pitch, didn't they? Because they
nearly got relegated that year too, and then now look at where they are now.
Exactly. So you know why? Because the GSB, Go Sullivan Beatty, have actually listened to the fans and they put the money where their mouth is. Yeah, they must have spent at least 100 million. Yeah. Yep. Okay. They wasted a bit of money as well on who's that guy from Ajax? Sebastian Haller. That's on Haller.
Sebastian Haller. Yeah. Now he plays for Ajax. Yeah, they bought him from Eintracht Frankfurt because they had Jovic and they had who else? They had a really good attack because they played Chelsea in the Europa League semifinals, I think 3 years ago. They had a really talented team. So they got sold on, but that one didn't work out. Yeah.
Exactly. They were good. Eintracht fan. They were really, really good. Very impressed with them, you know. Very impressed. Yeah, Folkestone show 8 p.m. on Friday. I've got Julie. I've done on Boost after the new Burnley match. Could see what was going to happen a mile up, and he didn't even have my full support before. That, as I can't stand look as the manager sort of thing. I don't know if you saw it, right? I mean, did you see him distance him away with other players at full time when the players had the talking sort of thing?
They all huddled up, and Bruce was just like
20 yards away.
Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. There's no pressure on Ashley. There's no pressure that Ashley puts Bruce under. Why would he want, It's like it's like he's living on welfare. It's like he's living on welfare. There's no motivation to get off the couch and do a good job or get a job. There's no motivation for Bruce to get a job because he's got the money already.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, so he should be changing his occupation a couple of years ago. He should never come in this job. I mean, the way he did this to Sheffield Wednesday fans, right, was shocking. You know what I mean? Sheffield Wednesday must have laughed when they got £4 million. You know what I mean? Honestly. But at the end of the day, he should have stopped on Wednesday, right, and just get them up. Do you know what I mean? But what's he going to do? He walks away and he comes to us after he was told, don't do it, do not do it, do not do it. And he's getting found out to his cost there. And I've got Annie in the house, by the way. And yay! Hello, Phyllis and Chicago. And yeah, good on you, my guy. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. And Newcastle need a midfielder like you and Kabay. This is another thing, Steve. We've not had a creative midfielder since Kabay left. And that was 8 years ago. This club has gone so much backwards. I hate me club. It's gone backwards, right? And let's be real, right? I mean, it seems to me that Steve Bruce is quite happy to accept this. Do you know what I mean? But I've got a feeling he's a bit peed off with this job. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be toxic, right? And against Leeds United, a week Friday, it's going to be very toxic as well. Believe you me, I can see fans going in. I've got a tweet off a lad called Brian, and he says he's going to take tennis balls into the stand. I said to him, they're going to search you and they're going to confiscate it. He goes, no, it's not going to happen. Fans going to go in, right? And I could see a fans pitch invasion as well. And if that means
cabbage or something, I think it's bound to happen because, like I pointed out yesterday, I think on Wednesday or one of those days, I pointed out that this is a primetime game. This is the only Premier League game, 9 o'clock your time or 8 o'clock, whatever, 3 p.m. my time. Everyone in America who follows the Premier League is going to be watching that game because that's the only Premier League game on. Everyone in the U.S. who's a fan of it, they're going to watch it. People in Asia, that's the only Premier League game they're going to have their eyeballs on. Yeah. England, all of Europe, wherever they watch the Prem. The world's eyeballs are going to be solely focused on Newcastle versus Leeds. Yeah. That's the time to make a statement. Yeah. And especially if we get when we inevitably get absolutely pantsed. I mean, absolutely terrorized away to Man United. If you're going to make a statement, that's the game to do it.
Now's the time. Now's the time. Just make a statement now. 14 year of Ashley. 14 year, we're not going to pull over it anymore. Do you know what I mean? Just go in.
I don't want no violence, but
no.
If you happen to make your way on the field or whatever, or
no,
I enough's enough.
Yeah. Thing is, right, let them know. I mean, I'm going to feel sorry for Leeds United fans, but they understand our position. Do you know what I mean? And they'll back us up on this thing because they want us to be a proper club sort of thing, right? And I just hope that they go in, right? Don't cause violence. Just do what you have to do. If you have to throw tennis balls onto the pitch or carry, so be it, yeah? Man United can get away with it. So we should do the same what United has done. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And now again, people saying on social media, if you're going to get points deduction. Did Man United get points deducted? No. Did it get charged? No.
And that was also during a time where I'm not sure what the specific rules in England were regarding people forming mass groups or congregating, essentially, which is still, it's ridiculous. And if you live in a country with freedom, if you're in a proper country, you will have the freedom to congregate and protest like we have here in the States, the right to freedom to assemble and to protest and stuff like that. Yeah. But anyways, so this was during a time where they didn't even feel comfortable having any fans in the game. So it was at the time, technically speaking, under the law, it was a public health and safety sort of violation, or it's a danger to, or whatnot. And they didn't get anything. Yeah. I don't even care if we get a points deduction. We're at -6. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be bottom anyways. We'll be lucky if we don't end the season on negative points if something like that happens. There's no way. This side lacks any ambition, ability, drive. And you know what? The only players that do have it, they're injury prone.
Yeah.
Great.
And I know what it is, right? I hope, I'm not being funny, right? But I hope the group, right? All these forums and the group and like Toon for Change and people like NUFC, Support Us Trust, and all these groups of people going as one, and make sure you protest, right? Don't talk about it, do it. Because we're not very good, Steve, at doing protests. We're absolutely poor. Do you know what I mean? The bottom line is, I'm not being funny here, okay? But let's be real. Now, you said it yourself, now is the time. Prove it to us on Friday week, right? You have to go on the pitch, do a peaceful demonstration, throw tents on the pitch, do it. That's up to you. Do it. It needs to be, yeah? But
or cabbage or something. Don't be throwing,
Yeah,
I agree. Or confetti or something where, it disrupts the play, but don't be throwing like a phone or your beer or whatever. Like I don't know, because there has to be some morality to this. I understand, but there are ways that, and you know, in Germany, like I've seen fans throw like fish on the field and stuff like that. That you can be creative with it, but still not be violent and not be, you know, completely outraged. I'm also very excited and interested to see what if there's going to be a huge banner or something like that, or some choreography, something like that, because I've seen that before. So that's something that I would also recommend. Set the tone.
Yeah, set the tone, send us a warning, let us know, we're fighting back. We're not doing the talking, we're delivering as well. Do you know what I mean? If that's what's going to happen.
And that's the other thing too. Let me do the talking. I'm an overseas guy. I can't fly over to Newcastle at the moment and go to the game and voice my frustrations, because by God, if I was able to, I would. I would. But I can't right now because I'm overseas and I've got other stuff going on in life. In the future, I'll absolutely, I will make a trip down to St. James's Park. But not until Ashley is far gone from this fucking club. There's no way.
Exactly.
So I'll do the talking on social media and stuff like that. But if you're in the Newcastle area and you can, you go do it. Simple as that.
Well said. The thing is as well, right? I mean, I was going to say something as well, but I always say to people, if you live in America or if you live in Asia countries, right, and it's dark and Newcastle's on the game, I just tell them to stay in bed. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be stressed. Let us do the stressing. You know, I don't want the views. I mean, it's good to come on my channel and watch like great. But I advise to go to bed and don't suffer what we're going to witness either on Saturday, because I'll do the watch along for that game, and Paul be on as well. And then on Friday week, I'll be on my own doing because he'll probably be at the match. So, so I'll be doing both watch along games as well. And it should be a cracking time, because I do get about 30 people watching my games live and we watch along, which I think is great. I mean, I don't really need a big account. Do you know what I mean? Do you have to have big accounts like Lee Gunner, Gunnar Eagle Eye, Lee Judges, Dan Potts, Do you have to have bigger accounts? Because they get about 1,500 people watching live on their channel. Do you know what I mean? And I'm nowhere near that yet. And
that's all right. But guess what? You're still making the effort to talk about Newcastle. And the other thing is too, I was gonna touch on your point about just stay in bed or don't even bother watching the game. It's just the crack acid dawn or whatever. Hey, guess what? The past few games, I haven't had much to shout about, so everyone's been sleeping fine.
So get yourself shopping. If you get beat, just take yourself a walk, sort of thing. If you get hammered, sort of thing. But I'm going to say it as well. You know what I mean? You got people in Australia that's going to watch that game back 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll tell them to stay in bed. There's a guy constantly chats, faux lad sort of thing from Sydney, right? He's a Norwich fan as well from Sydney, right? He constantly chats as well. I have to tell him to stay in bed. Do you know what I mean? And don't suffer about it. You know what I mean? But I've got Lee as well. West Ham have ownership problems similar to us. So why aren't they in the same position as us? Simply because Moyes knows exactly what he's doing and has the players fully behind him. David Moyes, right? People saying that he's finished, he's done. No, he's not.
There's no way. No way.
Good manager. Do you know what he does? He gets players fit, right? His speciality is running, fit, ready to go, yeah? But here we are. We got this Ford and manager here, right? He doesn't even do that. He doesn't do tactics.
Yep.
He doesn't get the players fit. It doesn't change formation. He hasn't changed his tactic once. It's always 5-3-2. 5-3-2 all the time. And he doesn't change it up. If he changes it up, right, play for 4-4-2 and give it a real go, right? Okay, fair enough. I accept it. But when was the last time I've said to this on this channel, right? And it's very, very few and far between. And I say to them, look, we was in the game, we had the chances, we didn't take them. We had the chances, and then we got punished. But we gave it a right go. We showed fight. We showed passion. But it wasn't our day. How many Newcastle United fans has come out and said this under Steve Bruce? I say 0.
I mean, there's going to be like 1 or 2 at absolute most. But when we get beat, first off, we get beat by B teams. We get beat by players that are, you know, like Aston Villa, we're missing Bailey and Watkins and a few other guys. They beat us. Brentford B team beat us. Chelsea's C team and Manchester City's C team, they could still walk the park with us, and they don't have to get out of first gear.
What does that really tell us about? What does it really tell us? What does it really tell us as a club? We are just an absolute laughing stock.
Yeah.
We really, really are. And don't forget, they're a talented team, eh? They're a talented team. Trust the process.
There's no process.
There's no process.
There is the process of transitioning to the championship. Maybe that would, you know, if Ashley would just come out and say that trust in our process that we're gonna be relegated this year. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna happen, and you're doing a great job of fucking with our club. Good job on you for that. But guess what? That shouldn't be. That's no. I don't want to believe in that shit. No way. Especially during these times of COVID with all the financial stuff. Yeah, there's no way that you know, when we get relegated this year, most likely, we aren't bouncing straight back up.
Never.
There's no way. Where there's more likelihood that we end up in 3rd or 4th tier than this. Exactly. There's no way. There's no way we're going straight back up.
Do you know what it is? Like, Mike Ashley's breaking records at the moment. He's breaking records in all the shit.
Not good ones. And not good
relegations, yeah. We don't forget 2 wins in the last 21. I get people come up to us and say, yeah, but he got his 12. He got your 12. Yeah, playing shite football, yeah. And the teams below us haven't been good enough. It was a poor league last season.
Can't say it about this year. Can't say it about this year necessarily. It's stronger than last year, at least.
Oh, yes.
I mean, looking at the attacking options that some of these teams have, that they're gonna absolutely, any team in this division is gonna run us ragged. Even Arsenal, who are in also a terrible situation. Guess what? Aubameyang, Lacazette, Saka, Pepe. How are we stopping them? How are our shit defenders supposed to do that? And I'm not even talking about the midfield, because they don't exist in games hardly ever.
No.
They can walk past them.
I'm just absolutely miffed. Yeah. I'm not surprised, because every time you're going to see the goal now, you know what it is, Steve? I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to get angry anymore. I'm just going to smile. I'm just going to say, trust the process. And then if I got some food of us, I've got to scoff myself a boot. Do you know what I mean? Just to make it entertaining. That's all I do. Make my channel entertaining to the best I can. I've got Annie in the house again. Hala,
Jovic, Kostic.
Is that Philip Kostic, by the way?
Yeah.
He's supposed to go
to left wing back. Great left. He can play left wing back, left midfield, left, or left back, left wing back, left midfield. He could be a winger because he's got some end product on him.
He has.
Kostic he's one of my favorite players to watch in Europe. He's fun.
He could have gone to Lazio, by the way, apparently, right? Lazio sent an email to make a bid. It got to the wrong address.
Yeah.
It got to the wrong address there.
Yeah. The wrong address. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I mean, Lotito, the president of Lazio, must be absolutely embarrassed at that as well.
Lotito, Claudio Lotito, I think. Yeah.
Lotito, very embarrassed, very embarrassed. Luke said,
right?
character Bruce, and then I've got Carl as well. He's a red. Carl, subscribe to my channel because I need another one more to make it 800. So Stuart's at Old Trafford, nice one for the heat stop, fellas. No problem there, Carl. The thing is, right, I mean, you didn't get points deducted, you didn't get charged on the Premier League, so they're just look after the top six. It's a corrupt league, corrupt, very, very corrupt. And then John is trying to say my word. Trust what process?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, there's no process there. The only process we're going to see is relegation, man.
Yep. That's what I think. That's what I think Ashley's doing because the players our wage budget right now, that's manageable in the championship. We already did our summer clear out essentially, so he's just doing it. I think he's just doing it in advance. That's what I think, because there's no ambition to stay in the league this year.
Exactly.
There's no way. There's no way. And you know he loves a gamble too. You know he loves a gamble, and he wants to sell. He's playing Russian roulette with his club's with this club's fortunes and future endeavors. That's all he's doing. And and you know what? It's just gonna fuck us over.
Yeah.
He'll still be a billionaire at the end of the day after whenever he's gone at Newcastle. He'll still be a billionaire and all this. It only fucks us over.
Exactly.
800 for John Sinclair.
Yay!
Go.
Thanks very much indeed. Thanks, Jordy. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks very much. Thank you. Yeah. Now I'm on to, I want to get 1,000 now. I want to get it in double quick time. Double quick time. That's all I get. Come on, people. I want to get 1,000. If I do that, I can start this thing. So if I do get 1,000, how do I go into it? Anyway, how do I go into it?
Go into what?
The 1,000. I mean, if I hit 1,000, I'm going to get monetized. So how do I go about it? Would they want me details and stuff like that?
Well, you can. Well, like they'll have like the super chat button down there, and then they'll pay. You can get money like that. I'm not sure actually, because yeah.
So, and the person's given us 800 subscribe is NFC 8092. Thanks very much indeed, my guy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, man. Give us your first name, mate. Give us your first name. I'd like to keep us in NFC 8092, man. But thank you very much indeed, and thanks for that as well. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, I mean, if I do get a sort of thing, half the money, they get half the money to YouTube and half goes to me. But what I'll try and do is trying to improve the channel, like thumbnails and stuff like that, new microphone and that sort of thing, new lights and such and such.
I can also make your thumbnails too, John, because I'm not like a professional graphic thumbnail designer or whatever. I'm not a professional graphic, but I the ones I make, I think they look pretty good. So if you want to give mine a shot, that's cool too.
Sure.
So but yeah, just let me know. Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed for that, and thanks so much for Toon as well. Thanks so much for congratulating me. So it's hard work. All it is just take patience, sort of thing. I get a lot of people saying, this is not going to work out, this and that, sort of thing. All you got to do, what I do, right, I jump on social media, right, and I do deliveries for my job as well, child deliveries as well, and I get them to subscribe to my channel as well. They love my channel, by the way. There's a guy who supports Swansea City who I deliver to, sort of thing, top guy. Gareth, his name is Gareth Price, lovely lad, and great lad, and he's a Swansea City fan. But hey, the thing is, though, right? I mean, it's all about good content, working hard, and
promote your product. It's a business. It's like it's just like a business. Promote your product. Do the make your product marketable, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Collaboration. That's what I just started my YouTube channel less than a week ago. But I've already got plans to collaborate with a bunch of different people, and I've already done some collaborations talking about a wide variety of subjects. So that's just get your name out there.
Absolutely, get your name out there. Just drum it up, be happy, sort of thing. Don't cause any problems. It's just good content, sort of thing, and just get the people coming in. know what I mean? There's a few people I'd love to come on me chat as well. I want to try and get Claire Williams on me chat as well. Next week, she's a Red Man United fan. And get the interview other fans, not just Newcastle, other fans in the Premier League, in the Football League.
I subscribe to I subscribe to fan channels from. I'll follow anyone's club if they've got good content, because it benefits me, because then I can learn more about your club, and then when we play them and get smoked, I'll be like, oh, I saw that guy come in, you know? And that's why I like watching all these leagues, because it all builds up to something. It all connects. It all connects, because then the next best player from MLS, I'll know what to expect if he signs for a team in France or England or Germany or whatever, and then if they make the step up, it all connects, and that's what's awesome about football. That's what's awesome about it, because it all connects the dots. If you're a damn good player, you'll end up on a damn good team most likely, and if you aren't, if you're just a damn good player, you also have to have a work ethic.
Yeah, totally agree, buddy lad. Absolutely agree. And do some smash the likes up as well. I had about quite a few people watching live on this game. So listen, at this moment in time, just keep it coming. And I've got Geordie as well again. I can hear myself on there as well. I've got more streams of journals planned. I enjoyed the one you did with the Dortmund journal during the Euros. Yes, I did. I enjoyed this time. And check it back again, and somebody's is on there, and he's a great, I think it's Sarat was saying his name, sort of thing. Great guy, absolutely fantastic. It's just all about getting him out. He just said it there, get him out there, put yourself about. Just don't be shy about it. Get out there, sort of thing. All I want to do is with John Gibson, when he see how many subscribers I've got, he's going to think, wow, 800, he's doing okay now, So I get this guy on, sort of thing, right? Have a chat to him. If he does that, then I'm going to on me way. He'll be the first journal, second journal actually, to come on me chat. Do you know what I mean? But I tell you something, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
And the other thing is too about building up a YouTube and your social media presence and all this stuff is don't force it. Don't force it. Like just be yourself, and that's a process you can trust. If you can't, just trust yourself. You don't have to say outrageously stupid things. Like, people want good content, and you just be yourself, man. Just be yourself, and don't be afraid if people start giving you some nasty comments or whatever. It is sadly it is the reality of social media and stuff like that. Some people aren't gonna like what but just take it on the chin. That's one thing why I decided to start a YouTube, because I'm like, if people, like, I don't mind, like earlier when the guy was talking, like, it's kind of weird that you support multiple teams. It's like, I respect that. That's fine. I see why people hold that opinion, but I'm not like, oh my God, I can't share content about how I support Newcastle and Strasbourg and Montreal, and I'm scared now. No, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna deliver content that I want to, and if people like it, that's cool. And it's going to happen eventually. Don't, just because you don't have a lot of subscribers and followers, it doesn't mean, just build yourself up. Don't be like, don't worry.
Yeah,
basically. That's
absolutely. Totally agree. I agree with you, my guy. I agree with you. I've got Toon as well, mate. If you enjoy what you do, what you seem to, then keep it going. If you can gain income from it, all the better. I'm 200 away, my guy. 200 away. I tell you what, I want to push it onto that 1,000, and if I get 1,000, I'll be one happy man, sort of thing. Like I said, I was streaming twice a day. If I do it on the weekend, I'll try streaming twice a day. Do you know what I mean? Lee Gunn and Chiggy Chig, goody guy Chiggy Chig streams twice a day. You know what I mean? If you can stream twice a day, that'd be amazing. But I've been told you have to stream twice a day. But if you can do twice a day, cool. Thanks so much again, Tony. Thanks, Ryan. I really appreciate that, my guy. Thank you very much indeed. Down on tour, love your channel, John. Thanks so much indeed. Do subscribe if you haven't done so.
Looks like a Nottingham fan. Yeah, very nice.
Fan. Yeah, I believe so. By the way, it's a question for you. Who is Steve
Stove?
Is he a chef?
No. So that's my Twitter username. No. So I when I was in high school, that was like one of my nicknames. Like, people wouldn't, people would be like, oh, Steve Stove, so I was just like, okay, sure. That's cool.
Fair enough.
It's just
fair
a
enough.
nickname. It's a nickname. But yeah.
Fair dues, fair dues. And well done, John Longley. Do you agree? Cello, keep this cello up, mate. Thank you very much, Lee
100%.
Taylor.
Thank you, Lee.
Top guy. I was curious to why you support so many teams, as everyone I know in reality are Newcastle before. And I thought without supporting other clubs, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
No,
Listen, I love Serie A, I love Italian football.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're a Celtic and Juventus fan, and you're still Newcastle through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Newcastle. You know what? I mean, I've got season tickets, but I haven't been to any games because there's work commitments as well, sort of thing. So it is what it is. I mean, if I can't go, I can't go. I'd love to go, but if work comes the way, can't do it. I'll just do this. And who's your local side,
Stovey. So my local side, New England Revolution. They play in Foxborough, Massachusetts. So I'm about 2 hours with traffic, but Foxborough is like, about an hour and a half drive. But that's technically my local side. But but since I was born in Chicago, Chicago Fire would be my local team, and I support them too. So, but yeah,
nice one, nice one.
I consider my local side is Montreal Impact or CF Montreal, because they're 4 hours away, and I've been to about 4 or 5 games over the years. I actually got to see Didier Drogba play against Sebastian Giovinco, the 403 derby. So that was pretty cool. That was my first ever game I went to. I got to see Didier Drogba play for Montreal. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's still got it. He's still got it, and he
scored a lot of goals for Montreal too. He even though he played in a lower league in MLS or whatever, he was still fun to watch, and he's still he was invested in Montreal, and now he owns a team in Phoenix Rising in the USL Championship. He's an owner of a team now. So he's invested in what's going on here. So it's pretty cool.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. Big up Didier.
Yes.
What a guy.
Stopped a civil war or something like that. Didn't he stop a civil war?
Yeah. World class. What a guy. Okay. You're going to the Leeds game? I'm not, mate. I'm afraid that's on a Friday game, so I'll be working next year, so I cannot go. If it's a Saturday, I'll go. No doubt about it. And Jobber was a class club and Chelsea without a question of a doubt. Without a question of a doubt.
Didn't Newcastle play Marseille in the UEFA Cup early 2000s or something like that? Cup Winners'
2004,
Cup?
yes, we did.
And Drogba scored a brace?
Yeah.
Was that the Woodgate game where Woodgate had Drogba in his pocket?
First game.
Yeah.
That's in the first leg.
Yeah,
but Drogba had the chances, though. Drogba had the chances as well, by the way. He should have scored a hat-trick, but Shea Given was outstanding at the neat. And Jonathan Woodgate was class defender, him. And
didn't he get sold to Real Madrid, and then he wasn't around for the second leg, and then Drogba scored?
Yeah, scored twice, didn't he? He scored twice. But he was a 9 out of 10 that evening. He was absolutely brilliant. I mean, the first goal, if you watch the first goal, Hugo Fayana pulled out of a tackle, which led to the first goal. And I was absolutely furious for that. I would have took him off. I would have had him off that day, because you cannot pull out of a tackle like that.
Yeah, you got to. And the other problem is, if you try to pull out of a tackle, guess what? If you're going to try to move your foot, you might have just made it worse for yourself, because now your studs are up or something like that, you know? Correct. So you got to go, and it's very hard to do, because we're talking about milliseconds decisions here. But that's what makes professional athletes, because they can make these extremely quick, on-the-go decisions.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just isn't your night. Yeah. Would he make our team nowadays?
You mean Drogba? You know that Drogba?
Well, obviously Drogba would be. Yeah, he would walk.
He'd make our team, no problems at all. He'd make our team, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Easy.
No, but you're talking about what was the guy's name that pulled out of the challenge or whatever?
Hugo Fayana, the Portuguese. We bought him for £8.5 million. And the bottom line is, don't get us wrong, he scored some cracking goals, long distance and that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I do like the kid, but the Premier League wasn't his style. He just wasn't really suiting in the Premier League, which is a shame, because he's got the ability. But that ability, we haven't seen enough from him at all whatsoever. Do you think Ronaldo will be top scorer or Kane? I say Harry Kane out of the two. I think Man U are now in great position to win the league.
Not under Ollie. Not under Ollie. I don't rate Ollie as a manager personally.
I think he's done a good job for me. I think he's decent. I think it's really good. Yeah. I mean, I know people's going to say, "Oh, he's not big enough for United," but let's be real. I think he's done brilliant. I mean, if I was a United fan, I'd keep him. I'd definitely keep him. I'll be behind him right away. Yeah. And when is your next match you go to, John? Hopefully, probably a game on Saturday sort of thing. So I won't be going to Leeds. We've got 2 away games after that. It could be either Chelsea or Tottenham. It'll be one of those 2 games. So if I do go for that home game, then listen, I should be there. I should be there. And then if anyone sees such in James Park, just come up to us and have a chat. And then we have a banter sort of thing and a drink and all. Just go through this comments as well. Man U were my favourites to win the title before Ronaldo turned up.
Not for me, but they have a great rod. There are a few problems I have with Oli. Like, I'm very, very. I don't. What is going on with Donny Van de Beek? You know what I mean? There's some just like they bought him from Ajax and then he barely plays. It's like that sort of stuff. It's like you're not giving him a proper chance. I think.
I agree. No, the thing is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's training. I do not know. But the thing is, I listened to his agent the other day, and this agent is a breath of fresh air. He was asked the question, is he happy? And he turned and said that Donny is his own man. Donny needs to make the decision. If Donny's happy, cool. If he's not, he's got to deal with it, etc. Most agents would have just said, like Paul Bob's agent, Mino Raiola, he's an absolute muppet. He really, really is, yeah. All he thinks about is money. It's his words. Simon Jordan haven't put him to the sword on Talk Sport once. And since then, he never came back to Talk Sport because he does not like Simon Jordan. So that's not good. About this comments quickly, because I've got quite a few coming up, believe it or not. Do you think Callum Wilson's any good? I think
so. Of course.
Without a doubt. Yeah. He got 12 goals last season. I like Callum Wilson. I think he's a decent striker. He's our main guy. And Wilson don't have much impact on game, but is a good scorer, but injury prone. Ryan, I have to agree with you. He's injury prone. That is the thing. We not get 38 games out of this guy. But then when he's on the pitch, the guy, I like him. Fantastic. Wilson's popping number 9.
Absolutely.
No question about that. Ronaldo versus Newcastle United. John, time to hide. You know what it is, mate? I'm dreading that game. I could see a 5-6-0 hammering in this game. Let's be real. Ronaldo getting a Man U in a different gear, believe me. Without doubt. Seattle, he's a United fan. All it's done well to clean the floors, not a coach. Seattle, I disagree with you, mate. I think for me, all it's done fantastic. He really is. And I tell you what, I hope if anyone's going to win the title for United, it'll be Oli. No question about that. Then towards Sofiane, really didn't like being kit. The guy's 5'11", and and he's slight as well. Bit skinny there, missed a comment out there. A bit of conspiracy, but I think Fergie's having an impact on United, which is helping Oli out. I tell you what, it's good to have Oli about. And then people keep on saying, "Oh, don't say United." Yeah, all the other team says United.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't get the big deal. I really don't.
And I had someone on my chat say yesterday saying that, "Oh, when you say United, it bores me. You know what? Do you know what I mean?" But get real. Who likes Simon Jordan? I can't stand the blur. Well, you either love it or hate him, don't you? You know what I mean? But I didn't like the way he acted on Amanda Stavely about a month or so ago. The way he treated her was very shocking, shabby, horrible. Steve Bruce will beat Arsenal.
I mean, that's the other game where I'm like, okay, maybe we could, but I think Arteta is going to be gone before before Bruce gets fired. I see Bruce here the entire year, personally.
Last year, Steve Bruce will be gone at the end of the season. He'll be gone by Christmas, just as I
Would you be surprised? Would you be surprised if he lasted the entire year? Really? I wouldn't be that surprised.
Not at all. Not at all. Because he should have gone. He should have gone at the end of the season. He should have gone after Brentford, Sheffield United. Do you know what I mean? Let's be real about it. He should have gone because I tell you what, 2 wins in 21. Any other club, he would have been sacked. I'm telling you. Yep. Well, not Mike Ashley. He doesn't like sacking managers, right? But at the end of the day, it's your club. You don't want to be in the championship. You got to make a decision. And if you don't make a decision before you get relegated, that is very, very reckless. And that's all I've got to say on that bit there. Ronaldo's going to struggle in the league. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I can understand why people might say that because he is older. But guess what? There is not an athlete on this earth alive that takes better care of his body than he does. I can only think of Tom Brady, who plays a different sport completely, that takes as well as amazing care of his body. No partying, no drinking, a sleep schedule. It takes naps during the day, intense training, stuff like that. Like this guy has it. Ronaldo has it absolutely spot on. He sacrifices things that could have been part of his outside life that other athletes do partake in. He sacrifices that just to work. He's the first on the ground at the training pitch, and he's the last to leave. And then guess what? He'll stay hours after and get there hours earlier. That's Cristiano Ronaldo summarized.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But age does come. You know, Mother Nature takes its course. So if it is 36, maybe, and that's why probably people are saying that, I would just think, oh, he's probably got like 4 years left.
Yeah, he's so fit. He is so fit, and he's upper body strength is unbelievable.
And he's adapted his game from a left wing with pace into a tricky winger when he started out with sporting clubs in Portugal and then went to Man United. He's evolved into a absolutely phenomenal striker who can finish from anywhere and anywhere. So
yeah. We're going to find out to our costs, by the way. We're going to find out on the cost next week. Let's be real about it. There's only one United, Newcastle United. Yeah, true. Only drinking John Cole, Manchester United if you want to. Yeah, I think I will do. There's plenty of United. There's only one Newcastle. And then I've got, I believe it's Lee, I think. I might be
Lee from,
Here's at NFTV. Good evening to you, my guy. You hope you're okay. John, why aren't the clouds moving behind you? And why are you interviewing Antoine Griezmann? You call him Griezmann?
I got the pony. I got the bun. I got the hair like Griezmann. Yeah.
Thing is, though, right? I mean, well, it is. So I'll try to get rid of that first on the side sort of things, just playing this up all the time. So, man, that's Venice, by the way. But thanks for the question, my guy. And Ryan, so I agree. Steven, that was number one machine. I got Ben as well. I hate when people when people rather to Man United as United because there's more than one United. I suppose Leicester supporters probably think the same when they hear they say Man City, call City, and so on. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the people, Ben. Do you know what I mean? I mean, don't get us wrong. It's just a bit
if you're on a Man United podcast and you're talking like if you're saying like, oh, United have done this during the transfer window, and you're talking specifically about Man United transfers, you're gonna say United.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the first one to say that, by the way, I had lots of people come up and say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just breaking news as well about Soccer Aid. They made 13 million and 14 pounds, 69. So they made 13 million they made for Soccer Aid. So big up to the organisation. So that's and Sunday League.
Yeah, definitely. Griezmann. Yeah, definitely.
And then you got Liga, Man United became United in 1902, 10 years after NUFC. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Totally agree. Fair enough. Cool. And we got some, like I said, I mean, I'll back on the channel again tomorrow. I'm going to do the questions and answers as well. Probably do that about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon sort of thing. So anyone's got any questions to ask us about the statement, next week's game, about the season so far, and any question you want to ask yourself, and that to be Newcastle, it could be anything so big, it could be Italian football, it could be anyone. So just give us a shout on that one. Yeah, just ask us any questions in there. Happy days. But like I said, going to wrap these comments out quickly before we wrap up. And then you've got Toon and Ben. There's all part of the people falling for the South Man-centric plus BS and calling Man United and Man City. Ryan Shim, the bosses of soccer charity, pick up £500,000 each. That should go to charity. That should go. If that's all that money should go to charity. Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
Do you know Newton Heath? Yeah, I heard of Newton Heath because I used to be Man U.
Yeah.
So I just sent a tweet out so said I got me 800 subs by the way.
Yeah.
And I've done that. And it's cool. So I will get on the 900. I will try and get 900 as quick as I can. If I can get 900 as quick as I can, that'd be amazing. But it's going to take time. It's going to be patience. That's what I say to people. Paul tells us to be patient. I said that. Cheers, lads. Well done, 800 rand. Thanks very much. And even to Ross, hope you're okay. And Ross is an Arsenal fan, right? And
good evening.
He's not a happy bunny. He is not, because Arsenal are rock bottom of the Premier League. And I'm sure they picked themselves up. So they got Norwich as well, by the way, next week.
Yeah, that's not looking good. And look, Norwich are going to give them fits. They're going to give them fits, I'm telling you. Yeah. I don't know what to predict for that game. That's going to be a very interesting one to watch. Some really good Premier League games next Saturday and Sunday for sure.
Yeah. Look at the also AFTV channels as well. Look at Lee Gunner, Guna Eagle Eye, Curtis Shaw, Dan Potts, Lee Judges. I tell you what, they have the eyes on that. They will be furious if they lose.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, right? I mean, they're so passionate, right? They want to see the team do well. I don't know if you listened to AFTV the other week, guy called Yardman, right? Spoke to Robbie, where they got beat off Chelsea 2-0. I tell you what, he is absolutely spot on what he said. He is absolutely right.
He's from Jamaica, I think. He's from Jamaica.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Good guy.
He is. And he ripped him. He just ripped Robbie a good one. He absolutely ripped him a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got Ben, so that's why I had to laugh. Or they had the likes of Sterling, McGuire, and Stones telling people to donate. Well, they should pull their fingers out and donate themselves. For the money
and they do, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then I've got Happy Feet first off for Santiago Munaf. He'll be sent away immediately and probably be boost. I'll not be surprised. And
until I'm proven otherwise, that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. That's what they do. I mean, Steve Bruce wanted Jowlery, right? Hector Bellerin, right? Twan Serbi, right? They want these players, and he goes and gets Muniz as well under 23, and then he buggers off to flipping Portugal. Do you know what I mean? I hope he thinks about his future when he comes back. I hope he says, I'm aware. And Lee said, Steve said Norwich 3 times.
Norwich.
Yes.
Right? Ben, yeah, that's how you say it? That's how you say it? All right.
Exactly. Ben, when they're doing that, it comes to tax as well. Yeah, I totally agree. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was going to say something like so I'm going to wrap up in a minute. Just going to read this comment as well. I read that one. Mm-hmm. And so what, you got any channels to do tomorrow or Monday or?
So I'll probably be doing some videos tomorrow or something like that on my YouTube channel, Strasbourg Steve. I'll definitely be doing, since I am Strasbourg Steve, I'm going to be, I'm aiming to be the #1 Strasbourg content creator for England, or for, English speaking. It's a market that, it's not there right now, but, there are definitely people out there who live in other countries that speak English that are Strasbourg fans. It's not like a huge global fan base, but we're still a proper club that, that want to learn about the club, and I'm going to try to do that. And then we'll talk about everything football, give everywhere a spotlight. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Good for you. I've got to do content tomorrow, sort of thing, record the content. So Italian football, I've got to pass it on to Baz as well. Mm-hmm. So I've got to do that. I'll probably do that elsewhere, sort of thing, get that sorted out ASAP. Otherwise, you'll not be happy bunny. And there's been no new news for Newcastle since now it's happened here. We never compete and never sign. It's a journalist nightmare. Just don't get close to John Gibbs, and obviously have you for breakfast, by the way. And you should do. What the hell are you drinking out, Steve? It looks huge.
No, it's Arizona iced tea. Do you guys not have this in the UK? No Arizona iced tea?
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
I've not heard of it.
And you know what the crazy thing is? This costs $1.
Yeah.
$1. So
nice.
I love
$1. Works out to be something like 80p. Here, you're talking about a couple of quid here.
Yeah.
So you got Lee again. I love following Steve over on the internet and wind him up. And then 400 show 8 p.m. Monday. Check it out. If you're on a regular, yes, I'll be there on Monday. You know what I mean? I only missed it since Sam was introduced. I only missed it once. Bad commitments that day. So yeah. So listen, I'm gonna wrap it up there because basically it's gone past the stage and I've gone overdue. And I've got a couple of comments as well. Ben, PSG seems to be the only French club that people talk about these days, especially since Messi joined.
And you know what? I understand why PSG get the headlines, but guess what? Look at the Premier League and look at all the star players. Sadio Mane started out at FC Metz. Look at Conte. He started out with Le Havre in France. I mean, these superstars around the world and the French national team, they started out in Ligue 1. It's a proper league for developing talent. They've got some good teams. No doubt in my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna try definitely. That's gonna be one of my other. That's gonna be one of my other things. I'll focus a lot on Ligue 1 and Serie A and talk about the other clubs and stuff like that, players to watch out for. So, but yeah, I've got a lot of information and stuff to make. Because it's it's a market worth investigating and stuff. People want to learn more, I think. So I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
Good for you, my guy. Good for you.
Yeah.
Nice one. And let's hope you do well. I got Ben, so I never heard of it. Can get in your local corner shop. They sell Monster Energy, Red Bull, Pop, and Soda, and that's all they do. So. Well, that's it. That means nearly half an hour. Got another one as well. Yeah, that's you, of course. And listen, it's been great chatting to you, my guy. And
of course, thank you for having me on. It was awesome.
And did you enjoy coming on me chat?
Of course, I always do. I love talking to you, man. You're a real nice guy. You know what you're talking about. Very passionate. I love talking to you, man.
Thanks very much indeed, man. Listen, before I let you get away, right? I mean, where do you find you on your YouTube? So the viewers will know you in the chat.
That's Strasbourg Steve and Stove Mahala on Twitter and stuff like that. But so I think I have a link in my my bio on YouTube, or if not, I'll add it. But yeah, you can find me there. So
nice one.
Yeah.
Just got a couple more comments to read out very quickly. Agree with you, Steve, about the likes of Manny and Kante. Cheers, lads. And last one for the night is Tony Hunter. We have Arizona Iced Tea here. It's scored at Lidl's, but not at that size. This is the thing. You get big stuff in America, but back home, you get little quantities as well. Do you know what I mean? So
and the same thing with cars too, because like they don't sell the like a Ford Mustang in the UK. They don't have V8s, I don't believe.
Sure.
But in the US, you can get a V8 Mustang with 662 horsepower. So yeah, you're right. Bigger, better.
So yeah,
fair enough.
It is very, very true. Very true. Nice one. Listen, Steve, I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna get myself away as well. But if you do like the video, please stick a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And again, I've got 800 people on my subscriber list now, which I
get that to 1,000. Let's get that to 1,000 ASAP.
Yes, yeah, the first get it to 1,000, and I'm gonna drop it as well, do as quick as I can. And listen, thanks so much for coming on, Steve, and
of course,
thanks so much for viewers as well. Thanks for coming on. Until then, have a fantastic evening.